Now let's get into using a while loop. To use a while loop, you first need to declare a variable. And in our case, we're going to call this while val, which is for our while loop value. We're going to initialize this to 0. Then we're going to go down, create our while loop by specifying while. Then within our parentheses here is where our condition is going to sit. So we want to use our while value, which is 0, and then we want to run this for when our array1 dot length. So when our while value is less than array1 dot length, we want to run the code inside of this curly bracket. So basically what it's saying right now is it's saying run this code because 0, which is here, is less than our array1 dot length, which again is 1, 2 here. Now what we want to do is create our text variable again and then specify this loop has run, and then we want to say how many times it has run by simply adding our while value here. But again, our while value is 0, so we need to go ahead and add 1. Then we need to add parentheses around this because we need this to run before it is concatenated with our string. Then what we need to do is just add a simple string at the end here and say times again. Now what we want to do is console.log our text variable to our console like so. But what you don't want to forget to do is increment your value here at the end, because if you don't, you're going to get into what's called an infinite loop, meaning that your loop will never stop because you're not incrementing it, and it will crash your browser. So what we want to do is refresh our page now, and then it says this loop has run 1 time, this loop has run 2 times. And so basically what it is doing is it's taking while value, which is 0, putting it here saying 0, then it's testing if 0 is less than 2 because our array1 dot length is 2 here, and then it is running our code, adding 1 to 0 again, and then 1 is less than 2, running our code again, adding 1 more, and then 2 is obviously not less than 2, so that's why our loop only runs 2 times in this specific case. If you guys have questions about the while loop, please reach out to us through the comments and we will help you out. Click the card above to see what happens next.